Welcome, welcome, my friends. You are in for a treat today. Happy Thanksgiving. That's not the treat.
I am the treat.
The treat is I am going to be cooking today. I'm doing a dish, I've got my handy dandy recipe that I can look at. So we're so glad you joined us today. We're really excited, and we're having a Thanksgiving dinner. So you want to tell them what you're cooking?
Yeah, we'll talk about this just for a second, and then you can talk about yours before we go to break and come back. I'm gonna let you talk today. You always talk. We're deep frying a turkey. We're doing I would call it a Southern style, Cajun style deep fried turkey. I've already got it in. I'm gonna talk about it. I didn't want to bore you with cleaning it and preparing it, but I've got it in, and I'm hoping it'll be done by the time we get close to the end so we can show it. But we're doing a deep fried turkey, and Tina, you tell them what you're doing today.
We're doing squash casserole and pineapple casserole. Very easy dishes, not much to it. Even I can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it, and they're very good. Normally, I usually don't fix these except on holidays, so they're good holiday dishes.
Yep. Very easy. That's all about simplifying this cooking and taking the mystery out of it, and that's exactly what she's going to do today. These are very easy, so we're going to take a short break, and you get get that pen and paper.
Pen, paper, and a cup of coffee, and come back and join us, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, welcome back. We're going to start off with a squash casserole. Very easy. The ticket to this is to already have your stuff already sitting out, ready to do, because all you got to do is mix it and put it in the dish and bake it. So
dump and go.
Dump and go. Yep. Very easy. So what we're going to start off with is 4 to 5 squash. Depending on, you can put as much squash in it. If you don't like a lot of squash, then don't put as much squash. But the recipe calls for 4 to 5. So boil your squash on the stove and then drain it and then put it in your mixing bowl. And you're going to mash it up real fine. And I've already done that just for time's sake.
That looks pretty good already. I kind of like squash.
It is. Then you're going to add your salt and pepper to taste. You want to
how much? You just say when.
That's good. That's good.
And then a pinch of salt. You want to start with a pinch?
A little bit of salt.
Kind of try to go low on the salt.
Yeah.
I always tell people salt's one of those things that you can put as much as you want. When you fix your plate or you fix your dish, you can always spice it up or salt it up as much as you like. But we try to go kind of easy on it.
Yeah. And then you're going to take a stick of margarine, melt it in the microwave, and pour it in. And then this calls for one chopped onion. This was a big onion, so I don't think I'm going to put quite as much as it calls for. I like onions, but a lot of people don't.
Well, then again, that's one of those things. Yeah,
it gives it gives it a good taste. So that's.
But if you like a lot of onion, I mean, I like the cooked onions, so I would dump that whole thing if I was making it for me. But then again, and if you don't like onions, don't put them in there.
Well, normally when I cook this at home, I don't put onions in it because Frankie don't like onions.
Well, I like them as long as they're cooked. I don't like raw onions.
Okay, then we got the onions, cheese, and crackers. One cup of sharp cheddar
cheese.
Cheese.
Though. You said cheese and crackers. That's just cheese.
Well, you got to do.
That's just cheese. You said cheese and crackers.
You get back over on your side. We're going to put the cheese in here now, and there again. We love cheese, so I always put a little bit more cheese than it calls for.
Just stump your toe when you put that in.
Shredded sharp cheese, and it is a different taste if you put the sharp in versus just shredded cheese. So I always would get the sharp.
And if she's getting ready to dump that next thing, I do want to say this too. When you have a chance and you have time, shred your own cheese. Buy a block of cheese. I'm telling you, it is so much better. It melts so much better, and
if you're at home,
yeah. I'm going to say if you have time. Now, there's times when we just take the bag cheese. We pick up a bag and we use it. But if you can, you'll never regret shredding and using that fresh grated cheese.
And then we're going with 1 cup of Ritz crackers. Who don't like Ritz crackers?
I love Ritz crackers. I'll just eat those.
And then we're going to mix all that up, all that to the squash. Mix it up. Even though I make this a good bit, I still always go back and I look at my recipe all the time to make sure. And then you're going to take 1 egg,
Get a fork, you're gonna beat it up.
and 1/4 of a cup of milk. And we're going to beat that up. Sometimes you can use a whisk or just a spoon, whatever, just so that it mixes real good. Stir it up.
I like it.
And then once you get that beat, once it's mixed real good, you're going to pour that into the squash mixture.
I don't know what you're gonna eat. I'm gonna eat all that right there.
I mean, this is really just a very simple dish that anybody can do. And then you're going to mix it up real good.
And it makes it so much easier. Like Tina said a while ago, she's mixing that. When you stage your ingredients, I love to tell people to make this easy when you get ready to cook any dish. If you'll take all your ingredients and you don't really have to put them all in individual, like what we do. Sometimes you can go ahead and put your cheese and your crackers together. But if you'll go ahead and lay that out and have it ready, it makes the preparation time so much faster and so much easier.
And then all you got to do, you pour it in the ungreased baking dish. Yeah, we don't want that in the muffin. Literally born with a silver spoon.
That's what I'm saying. That's funny. That's pretty good. And that's a
You'll put that
9 by 13.
9 by 13.
9 by 13. And we've already got the oven preheated, so what do you cook
You're going to
these on?
bake this at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Now, and I normally double the recipe on the holidays because we usually have family coming to eat.
Well, I could eat that by myself right there. I know how good it is.
And I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, and then I like to put Ritz crackers on the top of it.
Well, I got you plenty of them yesterday. I picked up another big box.
So you
picked
go
up a
ahead and do
big
your
box.
thing, and I think
I
I'll
just
go
wanted to
ahead
talk
and mash
about-
some up and
I
put
just
them on
wanted to
the
talk
top.
about this turkey for a minute. I wanted to turn this around where you can see it. This is just an indoor electric turkey fryer. But what I like about this, not only can you fry turkey in it, you can fry chicken. Hallelujah, right there. Ain't that right, Miss Cleveland? I love fried chicken. You can cook French fry. You can cook. It's got a big basket in it, and you'll see. I'm hoping that this is going to get done enough so we can pull it up and let you see it by the time she gets done with these. But I wanted to talk about it just for a minute because I've done my. If you go to the grocery stores or go in a big box store or whatever and buy your stuff to fix your turkey and your Thanksgiving and all, you can see those bottles of the injectable seasoning. I forgot what kind it is. They got a couple of different kinds, and those are okay. But I love to make my own. And what I done, I just want to explain to you what I done right here. I just took 1 stick of butter, melted it, and probably put probably a tablespoon and a half of Creole. And I like this Creole kick right here. But I like this one because this is low sodium. But there's different Creoles you can put. But whatever you like, put it in there. And then I put about a teaspoon, or maybe a little better than a teaspoon of just all-purpose, and that's just a little bit of garlic, onion powder, black pepper, and salt. Just do that to your taste. Whatever you like in your seasoning, like just think about if you're seasoning meat. What did you like on your meat? That's what you'd want to put in this. And then I just mixed it up, and like I said, I've used most of it already, but I want you to see what I used. I did want to kind of explain it, and I just used them. Tina, you ready for your shot?
Yeah.
I'm on, and just draw it up, and you can buy these injectors. They come with the kits. You can buy this by itself, but just draw it up and then inject. I mean, you can do the legs if you want to, but I generally do the breast. I fill the breast up pretty good on the turkey, and then we drop it in. And normally, on deep frying a turkey, my oil it took a little bit to get back up to temperature, but normally when I cook a turkey, I generally use the rule of thumb at about 2.5 to 3 minutes a pound. And then check it. I got a meat thermometer here somewhere. Yeah, I got a meat thermometer. Invest in one of these. One of the best kitchen tools you can have is a meat thermometer. And like I say, cook this roughly 3 minutes a pound. Check it, and then probe that deepest part of the breast. You get about 165, 168. Pull it out and let it drain. So I'm hoping I can pull this out and let you take a peek at it here in a little bit. But I just kind of want to explain to you about what we was doing with this homemade injectable marinade or whatever you want to call this. But This is good stuff. This makes a whole lot of difference when you fill that breast up with it. So.
Do you have to put that in there?
Oh no, you don't have to. No, you don't have to at all. You can just you can salt and pepper it down and drop it in there. But this gives it a whole lot of flavor. This gives the breast a whole lot of flavor. And the benefit, what I like about deep frying, is it locks that moisture in. You know, it's not like cooking a few hours in the oven, and it seems to be kind of dry.
Look, if you ever cook a turkey like this, you'll never eat an oven-fried or oven-cooked turkey again.
The electric fryer takes a little bit longer because it takes a little bit longer to heat the oil, and when you put the turkey in, it cools it down. It has to come back up to temp. So you kind of take all those into consideration when you're doing it, but it's much safer than dropping it in that pot on that gas burner outside, because that can be really dangerous if you're not careful here. There's many fires and decks and houses and stuff caught on. Yeah, a lot of videos about those. So I picked this up at one of the big building box stores, local at home, and I think it was on sale for $80. And you can cook everything in it. It holds about 3 gallons of oil, and you can, I call this my non-air fryer. That's what that is, a non-air fryer. Non-air fryer. Everybody's talking about air fryer. This is a non-air fryer. So, all right, Miss Cleveland, what you got?
Now we're going to do pineapple casserole. This is one of my favorites.
This is your favorite
because you can eat this as a dessert, or you can eat it as a vegetable. You can eat it as a main dish if you want to. That would be fine with me. So we're going to start off with pineapple. You need 1 large can of chunk pineapple and 1 large can of the crushed pineapple. Now on the crushed, we're going to go ahead and pour them in this dish together. And on this chunk pineapple, you're going to drain it. You're going to drain the juice out of it. So you're going to drain it, and you're going to reserve the juice because you're going to put this in there before you put it in the oven. And then you put the chunks in there, mix it up. You don't even need a mixing bowl to do this. Everything is right here.
See, it's getting closer already. It's been in there about 30 minutes. It's 140 in the breast right now, so it's getting there, Miss Cleveland.
Okay, and then you're going to take a 1/2 cup of sugar and 5 tablespoons of flour, and you're going to mix them together. Now I tell you what I do at home. I put this in a Ziploc bag and I shake it up to save on. I use Ziploc bags for everything.
But you got it in that pretty little bowl for presentation today,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
We use Ziploc bags for everything. We use Ziploc bags for mixed stuff. We use Ziploc bags
leftovers.
For leftovers instead of bowls. Everybody talks about the different reusable sealable bowls. We use Ziploc bags. We put everything in a Ziploc bag, and it takes up less space that way.
That's it. So
hey, that's a good tip for today right there, ain't it?
Yep.
Is to use a Ziploc bag instead of a bowl.
You got a tip, and we wasn't even ready for
That's
it.
right.
How about that?
What about that? I snuck that in on you, didn't I?
All right. So you take the flour and the sugar, mix it up, and then you're going to sprinkle it over. Oops. Not on the side, not outside the dish. That's what you done.
That's what I done with that flour. I threw flour with you, then I wound up, and then flour got all over me.
God don't like ugly.
I know it. That's the reason why that done that right there.
All right, let's just dump it.
Okay, just go on and dump it. I thought you were gonna sprinkle. You just went in. Just go on and do it, Miss Cleveland.
Sprinkle over. Okay. Then we're gonna mix it up.
I might have another bit. You want a big spoon?
No.
Okay.
If I wanted a big spoon, I'd get a big spoon.
Lord,
okay, mix it up, and then you're going to sprinkle the cheese over it. And we need to cut that oven on so that we can put these in the oven.
Okay. It's already up to.
All right, then you're going to take 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese. Sprinkle.
I thought it was already it's already some warm. It's not. It's warm. So it'll be there. It'll be ready when you get ready.
See, I'm still making sure. Sometimes I skip
So you mix the cheese in with it.
Mix the cheese, everything you mix in with it until you get to the crackers.
I know I've ate this many times when you made it, but I've never actually watched you make this. I don't fool with these dishes because those are Miss Cleveland's dishes. Y'all see she jumped on me a while ago for even asking her about a spoon, so I ain't gonna dare touch her dish. So I'm gonna stand over here.
Look, if you want me to do it, you want me to do it. You do it my way. Remember, it's my way or the highway.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I was told that one time. All right, so you just mix it in good. And to me, this is really a dessert dish because it is very sweet.
But it is good. But like I said, you can use it. It is good with everything else. But it could be very easily be a dessert.
All right, so I want that to be mixed a little bit more.
So I tried to give you a big spoon.
I don't want a big spoon.
You said I don't want no big spoon.
I don't.
Okay, just mix it up. Let's clear it.
Okay, all right. And then, then we're going to pour what you had. Oh, let's see, wait a minute. Yeah. Then we're going to pour the remaining pineapple juice in here. It calls for, let's see, I think it calls for 1/3 of the reserve juice, but I always just go ahead and pour all of it in there so that it don't dry out when you cook it.
Yeah, well, them crackers are going to soak it up anyway.
Yeah. And mix it in. And then you're going to take a stick of butter, melt it in the microwave. Whoops.
You want some of this
Give me
Creole? You want some of this instead of that regular butter? You want some Creole?
No. Would you, you making me think ugly things.
You can't throw nothing at me. Not today. You have to wait till we get home.
You really need to mix this in a bigger dish, but you can do it like this.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to spread all this over that.
Yeah. That's what's going to make it good. Y'all know what that butter does.
Butter makes everything better and bigger.
Miss Lisa, I know she's got, we sent her a shirt that says butter makes everything better and bigger.
I mean, just butter on Ritz crackers like this.
Yeah,
oh
I can
my
just eat
Lord. It's a good thing I don't make it but once a year.
That's all right. It is the holidays.
And then just spread it over it.
I think that's what we was talking about earlier. We was talking about not counting calories. I think Miss Christina said, it's the holidays. Let's don't worry about it. Let's just eat. So
we'll never count calories.
I count them. Right here's when I count them. I count them as I'm putting them in. So it just don't work out with me to count calories.
But you know what? God gave us the ability to have an appetite. We need to use it.
That's exactly right.
Now, you don't have to overdo it, but we need, right. Don't feel bad about it.
I was just talking about that with somebody the other day. He said, not only do I have food to eat, God gave me an appetite where I could enjoy it.
That's
so
right.
that's a blessing right there, just to be able to enjoy your food.
That's it. So this is done. This dish is done.
So we can eat it like that?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you probably could, really. So we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees. This one needs to cook for about 45 minutes. And
How long did you say on the other one, on the squash?
30.
Okay.
A lot of times I cook both of these together, put them in the oven together, put it on 30 minutes, take that one out after 30, put this one in take this one out 15 minutes later. So see, you can put both of them in there at the same time. This just two good dishes for holiday meals, and they're easy.
Yeah.
And we're going to put them in the oven. And
let me go ahead and slide this in, and then we're gonna check on this turkey right here, because I think we got a few minutes left. We can talk about this turkey.
Let's talk about being thankful for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We have many things to be thankful for this year. I know things are the world itself is just a hard place to live sometimes. We have a lot of things to be thankful for, and we're going to be thankful for opportunities where God opens the door for us to go and tell about Him. We're thankful, like you said, for our health, thankful for friends, many, many things to be thankful for, and we are.
How long did you say? 30 minutes on the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done that right. Yeah, I did it. And it didn't even cut the oven off this time. We have a lot to be thankful for. This is a great time of the year to just kind of take some time and reflect and just see. I mean, you don't have to look much. Like you said, you don't have to look much at what's going on around us. Scripture is unfolding right before our eyes. I'm thankful for many things. I'm thankful for.
And regardless of whatever circumstance you're in or whatever situation, we all have something to be thankful for. And we just want to thank God for the blessings that He's bestowed on us and people that He's put us around, and
so many friends here. I mean, that being able to come here and cook and share a recipe with you and share the goodness of God. I mean, I'm thankful for an opportunity, and I'll take that one step farther. Tina was talking about thankful no matter what the circumstances are. this is what I had to remind myself of a lot of times. God already knows all about the circumstances we're dealing with. I want to remind you today that you're never alone. You're never by yourself. You're never walking through that valley. And, you know, I like to talk about it, especially at home at church. I tell people all the time, it may be just another test. It might not be because you're unfaithful. It might be God checking just to see how faithful you really are. But he never leaves us in the valley. He never leaves us alone and by ourselves. And in those testing seasons, remember that that's maybe exactly what it is. He's just testing you for what's, you know, for just to check. Because, you know,
Slew-footed. And look at Job. Look what he did with Job.
But Satan's always coming at you.
Yep.
That deceiver, he's always putting these thoughts in your mind and everything. And a lot of time we give him way too much credit. We give him credit, so whereas sometimes it might just be God just checking to see how faithful we are, and allows Satan to tempt us a little bit. But you know, we could talk about that a lot. Okay. That's a lot. That's a whole nother sermon for another day, right?
That's a whole nother sermon.
But
Why don't you tell them where we can then get.
But I was just going to say, never think you're alone. I know people are lonely a lot of times around the holidays and talk about, you know, they feel lonely. God is always with you. He never leaves you.
If you need somewhere to come during Thanksgiving, you can come to our house.
That's right. You can go, hey, reach out to us.
Come on.
You can come visit us at our church.
Yeah.
We eat every Sunday.
Every Sunday
after church. We eat. You come eat with us. You ain't got to eat by yourself.
That's right.
But and if you want some of these recipes that we're doing today, if you want to talk more about the deep fried turkey, we're gonna snatch this thing in a few minutes. If you want these recipes Tina's was working on, you can always reach out, and many of y'all have. And I want to take just 1 second and say thank you so much for your support of watching the show and reaching out to us and asking for recipes. It means a lot to us. It means a lot because we just little old nobodies thankful for our opportunity to be able to share just how to cook something that we enjoy. So if you can reach out to us. Our information will be on the screen. My email is frankie393@gmail.com, and my number is 706-540-6063. You can call, reach out to me, text. Just don't call after 9 o'clock, and I'll probably be in the bed. But I'll call you back next day. But I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful for this opportunity.
Yep.
And I'm gonna peek at this.
We're getting ready to take the turkey out of the whatever it is.
It's getting close. It's not brown on the top like I want it to be, but I'm gonna check the internal temperature before we go to break. But maybe when we come back from break, we'll just see how done this thing is on the inside.
He's not gobbling, is he?
Yep, he is.
He must be dead then. It must be okay.
Yep, it's looking good. It smells good. I can't even smell that.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and get this finished up, and don't go anywhere. Come back and join us.
We're going to pull something out of the oven and we're going to have something to eat.
Yep. Welcome back. Okay, we're getting ready to take this out of the oven. We have a squash casserole, pineapple casserole. And they've been in the oven, like I said, 30 minutes for the squash casserole.
Got the pineapple.
45 minutes for the pineapple casserole. Both of them are 350 degrees. Look at the smell of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat all that. Ain't nobody getting none of this.
Yep. And so I'm not gonna mess them up. I just want to see how they look.
Well, I'm gonna mess it up.
You gonna taste it?
No, I'm just looking. I like that.
That might could cook a little bit longer.
I was gonna say you could probably broil that and brown that a little bit on the top.
Yeah, we could brown that a little bit on the top.
But it's done. I mean, it's really done before you put it in.
Oh yeah, pretty much everything is the squash. You've already cooked that, so it's done. It's just according to how brown you like it on the top. So if you want these recipes, we'll be glad to send them to you. Pineapple casserole and squash casserole, 2 easy dishes that you can do for the holidays that I guarantee you everybody will love. You can use this as a dessert or a vegetable. Really good, good dishes.
That is
and they go good with turkey.
Dessert. Everything goes good with turkey. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this plug off this. We're gonna check this. I want to turn this around because that cord's not very long. I would really have liked for this to brown a little bit more on the top. But I want y'all to see kind of what we got and what we're working with right here.
I got this.
But I think the internal temperature, I'm going to pull this and see it's even got a little I'm sure y'all probably got an overhead where you can kind of see that. Some of this fryer's even got a hanger on the side. Now I'm gonna actually, before I pull this out, I'm gonna drop this, and I want this top to get a little more brown. It's just not a whole lot of. I didn't fill it all the way up with oil, but I want to check that internal temp right there on that breast, and you can see right there, Tina, we done up to 178. So it's actually, I mean, it's actually done. It's just according to how brown you want to get that outside. So, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna drop it back in there and let it brown just a little bit more on the top. You don't have to, but I like
the skin of the turkey, so I like the brown.
I like
skin.
all the turkey. And the good thing about this, and I know we got to get out of here, but the good thing about this don't overcook it like the gas does. The gas, sometimes it gets it so hot outside.
Yeah.
But anyway,
there
it is. Thanksgiving turkey, casseroles.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We love you. God loves you. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you overeat and do some fun Christmas shopping after that. And we will see you next week on the Master's Table.
Goodbye. Happy Thanksgiving.